Let's take a look here. There we go. There we go. We'll adjust the camera as we go. Well, hey guys, thanks for joining me tonight here on this live YouTube video. And tonight what I'm going to be doing is a late night tutorial, very late night tutorial, on how to do a Harley Quinn hammer with just a couple of things you can get down at Home Depot. And not a lot of power tools. We've got my DJ in the back, Manuel, visiting from Italy. All right, guys. So here's what we're gonna do. I'll tell you what the basics of what materials you're gonna need. Excuse my horrible hair. I'll probably put a ball cap on later because it looks horrendous, curly. You're gonna need some half-inch EVA foam. The half-inch EVA foam you can purchase at online at foammart.com or at houstontechland.com. I'm so sorry, my dogs are barking and it's live. And it's raining here very late at night. So it's a half-inch EVA foam. You can get it at foammart.com or techlandhouston.com. And then all the other supplies you can pretty much get most major cities. So let me get one thing that we are completely missing. And it is a major one, but I'm sure I'll find it somewhere. So what we did tonight is we went out. There's a young lady cosplayer that I'm slightly smitten with, but not really, that needs a Harley hammer for this weekend for a convention called Onicon here in Texas. So I went out and bought a dowel rod, 8-foot dowel rod, and cut it down to about 5'9", almost 6 foot. So she has a nice long hammer handle. And then I had a concrete tube lying around in the workshop. So you can get these concrete tubes at at Home Depot or at Lowe's. Here it is. This thing started out as one giant piece. All you do, measure it all the way around, and then just cut. And you don't need like a jigsaw or anything like that. I literally cut it with a box cutter, or utility knife. Box cutter, utility knife, whatever. Okay, guys, so we're gonna start doing this. I kind of pre-cut everything ahead of time because I didn't want to have to do it all on video, and plus my phone was charging. So here it is. So I cut this thing out. This is about 24 inches tall, and then I went ahead and measured it 12 inches in the middle, and then cut out a piece for my handle to go through, the hammer handle. Let me see if I can find the smaller handle. I found the missing piece that I was freaking out about. So here is what I cut off on the handle. This is the excess. And I use this, put it right there, and then I just trace it around with a Sharpie, like so. Took it off, and then just took the utility knife at an angle and cut that out. It's tight enough. Boom. Make a small hammer out of that. Super Smash Brothers hammer. But we're going to do this. So the next thing that I did, guys, was got all my supplies from inside. So I took my EVA foam, and guys, again, if you guys are looking for EVA foam that doesn't have that textured pattern, a lot of people go to Home Depot or Lowe's or Harbor Freight, and they get those tiny little squares, and you know the textured pattern, and you have to cut off all the little interlocking teeth, and it's so what you want to do is, again, go to techlandhouston.com or foammart.com and just buy a roll of half-inch EVA foam. I like to use the L400. I'm sorry. This is L200. I like the L400 because it's just a little bit more dense. But that's it. It's nice and flat on both surfaces, so that way you don't have to mess around with that textured stuff unless you're making robot suits or something like that. Okay, so what I did was I measured it over my tube, I cut out the dimensions of the tube. I went ahead and made sure that it was a little bit longer than the actual dimensions of the tube, because what happens is when you wrap it around, you want to make sure that it's a little bit longer, so that way it connects. Sometimes if you cut it to the exact dimensions, you'll have this gap here, so you want to go a little bit longer. And then what I did was, once it was together, I just went on the inside and marked where the handle hole is going to be, and then I just cut that out of the foam. So that way, I'll show you why. There's a reason why. What I used to do was I used to actually, I used to cut it out and then just glue the foam on top of it. It's a different way of doing the Harley hammer, and then stick the thing in, and I'd affix it inside, but not today. Today we're going to be doing a little bit different. A cosplayer out of Tampa, Florida, showed me how he made his Harley hammer. It was actually pretty smart. I mean, I'd like to think that I'm actually pretty smart too when I built it, but we're going to go and do this. We're going to stick this in there. We're going to level this thing out so that way it's not like just wonky like that. So let's make sure that it's balanced. I don't want the cosplayer that I'm building this for to be like, this thing's crooked. And then I hear it for days and days and days and days and days, because, as we all know, cosplayers like their stuff to be exact. Wah, 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 wah. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm feeling where that dowel rod is hitting the inside of that tube. Make sure that looks good. Always have a mirror in your workshop. Alright, so here we go. So I'm going to go in. It's right here. This is it right here. And I'll show you guys why I'm doing this. So let's take a look. Of course, it just shifted. Right there. Right there. That's the spot right there. Okay. So, let's make sure we got it. That's it. X marks the spot. So, we've added a little bit of dot right there. And we're going to drill a hole. And of course, because I'm very smart, I didn't put an extension cord out. So you guys are going to have to excuse me while I go off camera and get my extension cord. Unless there's already one hooked up over here. And there is. What? What? Sorry guys, it's like midnight right now, and I'm building this hammer. Things you do for girls you like. So here we go. Felt it right there, exactly where I put the X. So nice, good quality drill bit. All right, so put just a little hole right there. Put this thing back in there. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Okay. Let's find this again. Let's make this. Let's take a look, guys. So we're going to fix this so it lands perfectly, or as perfect as we can. Of course, while I'm live on camera, it wouldn't work. There we go. So, now, I'm going to take this, and I'm just going to mark the top of the dowel rod. We're just going to make a little mark, because then we're going to drill into the dowel rod. Let's take a look. Wow, totally not centered. Let's do that all over again. Don't worry guys. Hopefully I can download this video and edit a nice version of it where I get everything correct. Alright, let's see. Let's look from the side. looks about right. Ish. Again, looks about right-ish. Okay, let's try that one more time. Okay, let's see how that looks. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Let's try one more time. Thank you guys for being so patient. If you're on live right now, comment and let me know how stupid I am. But if you're watching this video later on, comment on how amazing I am for making this video and showing you guys how to make a cheap Harley hammer. Let's see, we're going to get it right in the middle. Bam! But it's crooked. So, Let's see. You know what? This is going to have to do. So, let's see, where does it fall? Alright. Guys, thanks again for being so patient. This seems to be the most difficult part. Again, I'm doing it completely a different way than I usually do it, but there is a reason why I'm doing it this way. Obviously the most difficult way possible. Oh. So let's do it this way. You know what? Let's get a nail. I'm going to nail this thing in place just for a little bit. And then we'll take the nail out. Let's see what happens. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work just fine. So let's see where it's at. Oh yeah, that looks perfect. So, now that we've got that there, we're going to drill into it. So what we're doing is we're anchoring this guy down. I'll show you guys why. So we're anchoring this guy down so that way we can just screw it in place and it'll be pretty secure. And I can tell you what, I lost the drill bit. Sweet. So guys, join me again next week when I find all my drill bits. And I'll be back in like 5 minutes for part 2 of how to build a Harley hammer, guys.